Hello everybody, Joe here. Welcome to the channel. So today's video is going to be 20 minutes of as many one pump burpees as you possibly can. So whether you do one pump, 6 counts, Navy SEALs, whatever, we're just trying to get a number, and then maybe you're going to do this in another 3 or 4 weeks and just try and improve in this number. So we'll start the timer and get this going. The next 20 minutes are going to suck. Not gonna lie to you. And begin. So one pump. So I'm gonna do these in sets. I'm gonna do basically 100, and each time I get 100, I'm gonna take maybe a little bit of a break. The first 100, you're gonna notice that you're probably gonna do it a little bit quicker than the last 100 and the amount after that, because your cardiovascular system is going to take quite a hit after 100. If you can get consistency and you can get the exact same time for each, let's say 50 reps, 51 pumps, that's great. However, most people are going to start off a little quicker and then they're going to gradually kind of taper off, which is sort of what I do. But yeah, so here we go. We almost got the first minute complete. So when you're doing these, again, you're going down. Make sure that your elbows are not going straight out. It's terrible for your shoulders. You can have them tucked in right to your sides, or you can have them go out on a 45, which is more or less what I'm doing. Sorry about the focus on my camera. I don't know what's going on with it sometimes. The Sony camera I had before, it was definitely better with the autofocus. However, the battery would die all the time. It would overheat. It was kind of an unreliable camera. So I bought this Panasonic, and the focus is not as great, but it's reliable as an aux. It's like the Toyota Corolla of cameras. So we'll continue on with this. Almost 2 minutes in. Again, 20 minutes on the clock. So, you see people, I have friends, they say, oh, I'm fit, I can do this, I can lift this much, I can bench press this much. But none of that stuff has really got anything to do with any sort of functional type fitness. Pun intended for my for the name of my channel. But you ask them to do 50 burpees or something like that, they're like, oh no, that's terrible, that sucks, why would I want to do that? And I'm like, well, cardiovascular, working your heart is probably one of the most important things that you can do for your body. And again, I'm going to be 42 in a couple weeks. And, the fact that I'm doing these, doing hundreds of burpees, a couple weeks ago, I did 500 burpees. I didn't record it, I should have. But I did 500 one pumps in a little less than 15 minutes, which I think is a pretty good accomplishment. So today, doing 20 minutes, the first 5 or so minutes, not as bad. But anything after the 10-minute mark, it starts to get extremely, extremely painful. So you're kind of breathing out your butt, you're gasping for air. For me, I'm in my garage, and right now it's the beginning of pretty much winter, so it's only about 2 or 3 degrees outside. Actually, it's a little bit colder than that. So I'm doing these things in my garage now. No more doing them on the deck because I'd freeze. A little bit of snow on the ground right now. But yeah, so we'll carry on. Make sure when you're doing these, you just want to keep that form. You're coming up straight. You're doing the proper push-up. You're not letting your stomach or your knees or anything hit the ground first. You're going right back to a proper push-up position, doing a real good push-up and coming right back up. So I avoid the worm type burpees like you see a lot of people do. I'm not a big promoter of those. I just don't really think they're as good as the simple one pumps. Stick to the basics. So many people, they try to complicate these. They're trying to do like 10 count Navy SEAL bodybuilder, whatever. They're adding things in and all that stuff, which is good. That's good for show and all that. But you know, you get to you got to master the basics before you start going on any sort of advanced things where you're hopping in your burpees and all that type of jazz. So one pumps, squats, chin-ups, you know, master those and do those all the time. Running is similar, you know, it's always important to run. You don't have to run every day, but just try to run maybe once or twice a week. Do a 3K or a 5K if you're not a big runner, at least once every couple of weeks. Working your heart with these types of workouts is very important. And the older you get, the quicker your body deteriorates, so it becomes even harder and harder to keep your fitness levels up. So I got a pretty good level of fitness. I worked out with a couple of friends yesterday, and one of them is actually half my age, and he's in pretty good shape, but he wasn't able to keep up with me at all, which was shocking because he looks like he's in great shape, but you know, he does the basic bench press and does a couple deadlifts and some arm curls, and so he looks good, but functional wise, yeah, not so much. So we'll carry on. We'll let the music play, and we'll enjoy this until I get to 100. There we go, first 100 complete. So first 100 in 6:52. Now I've done 100 burpees faster than that. I've done 100 burpees with the hop and everything, and I believe it was around 6 minutes and 20 seconds. However, to sustain that pace for a full 20 minutes is not realistic. So gotta slow the pace down. And you'll see the next set of 100 that I'm going to do now is not going to be as fast as the first set. It's going to be close, but not quite there. And we are coming up to the next set of 100, so 200. And bam, second set of 100 completed. So we got 4.5 minutes left, a little bit of a recovery here, and right back into her. Not much time left. So again, challenges like these, try to do them, whether it's a 20-minute one, a 10-minute one, a 5-minute one. 20 minutes I find is a great time frame because with 20 minutes, it's not that immediate sprint. You are getting a little bit of endurance. However, it's not the endurance when you're doing them for 40 or 50 or 60 minutes. Those ones become extremely painful. Yeah, so these 20-minute ones are a little bit more reasonable for most people, and a lot of people don't have the time to work out for a solid hour or want to do burpees for a solid hour, but I do from time to time. So again, the second set of 100 that I just did, it was a little bit longer than the first set, but again, you're trying to keep it consistent. You don't want to do the first 100 in 5 minutes, and then the next set of 100 is going to be like 8 or 9 minutes, right? So consistency is king, and I always try to also finish strong. So pushing it right to the end. You can see the pain and agony on my face, as what happens in pretty much all of my workouts. Two and a half minutes to go. As you can see, I am sweating pretty good right now. And again, it's probably only about 4 degrees in my garage. There's no wind obviously because my garage door is closed, but to be sweating this hard when it's only 4 or 5 degrees, shows you how hard I'm pushing it. Less than a minute to go. Again, finish strong, finish strong. The last 1 minute push. Deep breaths. It's easy to just watch these sometimes and be like, oh, I could maintain a faster pace than that. But when you're actually coming and you're doing it, yeah, much different. Much easier to judge from the couch, right? 10 seconds to go. One more, and bam. So I did 258. Right now you're about to watch me die on the floor. catch my breath for a second. Make sure if you're laying down after workouts like this where you're just right exhausted and you can't even stand, when you get up slow, or sometimes you'll get lightheaded. I've done workouts like these with friends, and they're on the floor, and then as soon as they get up, they're like, woo, all kind of wheezy and stuff. So take a little bit of a break, and then get up and make sure you do your stretches. Always stretch. Doesn't have to be long stretches, just some basic stretches, maybe a forward fold, stretch out your quads, your chest, or whatever. Workouts like this when you're working your chest, obviously your chest and shoulders, you definitely want to stretch that out. So make sure that you do that before you pack her in and shower and head on to work or head on to sleep, whatever you're doing after this. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. You can comment down below if you'd like to see me do a different workout, and maybe I will record that and put that in a future video. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this workout as much as I did. It was 20 minutes of pain basically, so I hope you like that pain as much as I do. And until next time, have yourself a great day, and bye for now.